Hi. Okay, I'm sorry. I lost my connection and my chain of thought. So, can everybody hear me now? Can you guys hear me? I need to see a message. Yes. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I lost you guys for a bit. I'm going to go back and attempt to start where I was. So, like I was saying, on social media, uh, how much is enough? How often should we post? I think what is most important is that your content needs to be customized for your platforms. So what we were discussing earlier, I was saying earlier, was that Instagram is visual. So be more creative. You don't need to wait for your buildings to get finished and you need to showcase a finished portfolio. Instagram is real. It's 2 seconds. Don't spend hours making graphics for it. Don't use the content that you have. Be creative. If you have nice photographs, you can make a little crop. You can talk about a doorknob, a detail that you did for a project of yours. You can talk about a large city sketch or a plan that you made. You can talk about research that you did. You can talk about how design sort of is a part of our daily life at the local park, in your local market. It is essentially showcasing your thought process, right? We said that all social media platforms are essentially a tool for talking about who you are as a brand. And therefore, your brand USP needs to find its way through all these platforms. LinkedIn is a very professional platform. You need to approach it differently. Don't just send blanket requests to people who you think may hire you for work. It's more important to first, build an organic feed, an organic reach with some content that is talking about your design ethos, that is focusing on the sort of work that you do, what is the thought process behind that work. Put the right hashtags on LinkedIn. The hashtags for Instagram are very different. You need to look at it differently. You don't need to be an algorithm expert to do this well and to get the right sort of traction. But what you do need is, you just need to be smart about it. You need to know what is trending. You need to know what is not trending. If today we are in these troubled times, don't put up luxury bathroom images, or people don't have access to food. Be smart about your content. Focus on stuff that really matters to you, and focus on content that is truly your own. Don't try and be somebody. As a creative professional, I think the one thing that we all are very proud of is who we are. So we need to stick to that. We need to stick to who we are, and we need to only showcase our true values, because in the long run, that is what will count. Number 5. I covered 4 points earlier. The fourth point was social media. Number 5 is PR. So PR is not the most important thing. People give undue importance to PR. What is more important is content. What is more important is the stories that you want to tell. Originality, innovation, that is what will even drive PR. All this is going to fall flat if you don't have good content. So as a designer, you focus on just creating your content. Sustained visibility is more important. We have a lot of people who come to us and say, oh, we have this one project and let's go all out with it. And what is the point of that? It will be a spurt. It will make you feel better for a few days, maybe a few months, maybe a few years. But beyond that, if you don't use that PR and link it back to your to your business plan, which is what we spoke about earlier, it's pointless, because your clients, your target clients, your current clients, people who you have given out your proposals to, they are the ones who need to see that you are featured. Just getting featured is not enough. Communication is not about any one tool. Communication is driven by content. And PR, that differentiation needs to be made between PR and communication. As a designer, you need to communicate who you are and what you do. PR is just a tool for you. And it will happen. If your content is out there, a journalist may find you on Instagram, right? You talk about an issue that you feel very strongly about, the Indian cities today, and you put a little blog post on LinkedIn. The right journalist will find you. You need to put the right hashtags. So be the expert in your own domain. PR will happen. Focus on originality and innovation. Last point, housekeeping. All this that I've spoken about, yes, you can always outsource it to somebody. You can ask somebody to help you out. Take all the help that you want. Read up all about it. But most importantly, the success of this will still lie in your efforts. All of this is essentially housekeeping. There's no dearth of content. All that you need is to curate your content. You need to put your content there. Your projects are there, the drawings are there, the photographs are mostly there. Today a phone can give you fabulous photography, right? If you can't afford getting a photographer today, go out there, shoot with an iPhone, right? Or shoot with any good phone. Just enabling basic processes. It's like you do clean your house every day, right? You do cook your food every day. This is like, treat it like one little meal that you have to do with every single day. A little bit of time spent every single day will go a long way in the long run. Have that process. It is about a little bit of discipline. It's going to help a lot. In the absence of build work, focus on thought process, sketches, diagrams. As creative people, the tools are limitless today, right? With technology, the iPad allows you to draw, even Instagram allows you to draw and convey or just type out your own thoughts, right? So capture your work in progress images, showcase your design intent and approach, and yes, that is what is going to help you be out there. There's no manual, there is no set guidelines. Every individual, every firm is unique with a very distinct ethos. You need to find that ethos and you need to showcase that. What is critical is to find what that uniqueness is and then use it to your advantage. It is very important to step back and to innovate. Like we were discussing earlier, if you're doing commercial work, be where your client is, right? You be where your client is finding the architect. If you're doing hospitality work, the hospitality developer should get to know about you. If you're doing residential work, then all these online platforms or the residential magazines, use them to your advantage. And in times like today, everything is digital. So go all out, be everywhere. Spend an hour every day on digital. We have a social media hour in our office where we say that, okay, go ahead, explore, look at what design media has to offer you today. See what other people are doing. There is so much to learn. And yes, Sunit, the tools are absolutely limitless today. But what is most important, don't stop being creative. That is what is going to drive this whole branding exercise. So stay creative and be unique. And now I'm ready to take questions. So I think somebody asked earlier, I'm going to now scroll. Ritik, after BArch, should I practice or should I do MArch? Well, you should know what you want to do your MArch in. So it would be nice to practice, and it'd be good to explore, go out there. I know so many people who go out, I want to do landscape, but when you start practicing as a landscape designer, then, maybe that's not what gives you joy. So it's important. I always wanted to be an architect. I spent a lot of years fighting to be an architect. And when I started practicing architecture, I realized that, oh my God, I don't know if I really want to make the buildings. I enjoy writing about them far more. So yes, practice is very important. Please do, practice for a few years. Pick an architect who you want to work with. Pick a practice whose work you like, whose work resonates with you, and you will love the experience. Anwar Khan asked earlier, how about opening a YouTube channel? Yes, please do. Video is the thing for today, dynamic content. Here we are, I'm talking to you live, right? Still images are dead. And yes, in times of lockdown, the images are just scrolling in front of you and, you'll lose interest. So yes, video is very dynamic. It's a very easy tool to convey a narrative or a story. I'm just going back up. Yes, thank you for some of the people who've said that this is great. I'm glad this is useful. If you have more questions, please ask. okay, I've addressed my backlog now. Now I'm ready for new questions. SP Bhopal or SP Vijayawada? I'm sorry, I have no idea. I don't know. I mean, you see the faculty. What is most important is the faculty, and what is the curriculum, and how the faculty is actually implementing the curriculum. Speak to people who have graduated from the schools. Today, everybody's connected on Facebook groups. Use technology, right? Talk to them. Hear about their experiences. Why is it, if you have a choice between two, you ask seniors from there, and where they are placed, what is the sort of work that they're doing, what did they like about the experience at Vijayawada or Bhopal. I think that's the only way to find out. What's the best, Keshav, what's the best approach to grab a first project? Very hard, very, very hard. I remember I got my first project as Epistle Afters. I'd given myself 6 months, I got it at the 6th month. Go all out. Don't be aggressive. Be humble. Be willing to put your best foot forward. Don't worry about, am I giving a free scheme? Am I offering too much to the client? Am I giving away my design for free? My client may not appreciate me. Don't worry about it. Just do your best. You will get your first project and you will do a fabulous job of it. Right? Use all the tools that are available to you. Since you don't have your first project yet, I am assuming you have all the time in the world. So use your time really well. I hope that helps. Yash Bura, what do you look for in interns? We love interns. I mean, anybody who wants to join us, we are really happy that if you want to do something else apart from actually making the buildings, we'll be happy to have you. So that would be great. Smith, yes, thank you. We try and implement it. It's a challenge. I even tell our clients, friends, everybody, block yourself a social media hour. If not a full hour, then at least 30 minutes. Just explore. There is so much fun in this creative community that, you can spend hours, and an hour is nothing, right? But just use it well. See what others are doing. Vedant, some advice for students. Do your best, really. I mean, I think as long as your heart is in it and you will find joy in what you do, you will do really well. But find joy in what you do. Don't do it because I asked you to practice architecture or XYZ asked you to practice. You're doing this because you wanted to do this. So make the best of it. Stick to your values, stick to your guns, explore. Don't settle for the second best. Always, always aim for the best. Crazy cat. I am just about to start architecture school. What can I do? Well, spend your time in learning softwares. All the softwares will come in very handy. Read a lot. There is never enough reading that you can do. So please go out and read about the famous architects, the not so famous architects. Read about, the building which is 5 minutes away. Explore, start seeing, start noting. Make a travel journal where you start documenting what you see. Architecture is a lot about perception. It is a lot about conversation. Enjoy your feelings. It's as much about words as it is about visuals. So start having fun with it. I think you'll have I think the journey from here on is going to be fabulous. Tanmay, how does someone just starting their practice display themselves when they haven't any buildings built to display? So I think I addressed this earlier, Tanmay. Maybe you joined a bit later. I'll just go back and quickly give you a brief. You can otherwise send a message later and I can explain it again. You don't need a finished building to talk about who you are as a brand. You can talk about your student work. You can create fictional projects. I'm sure there are enough small projects where you've done something for an aunt, for an uncle, for a friend, where it could be a small little a 2-bedroom apartment or even a bathroom. But what is it that is you in that design project? You need to communicate that. So display who you are, display your design philosophy, since you've used the word display everything that is to do with you as a designer, because that is how your first client will come to you. But we love your thought process. So here you are, go make my building. Architect Kumar, how to learn new things at architecture every day? Well, I don't think I need to answer that, but there is something new happening all the time. Please read, please please do whatever it is that rocks your boat. Read, go online, watch a movie, watch an architectural documentary. There is just so much out there. You don't want a gadget, please go outside and walk when times are better. Of course not right now. Please go outside and see the buildings around you. There is just so much to be seen. Even in a really ugly building, which may be ugly as per me, there is something to learn from. Every building is unique. Every designer is unique. Every design is unique. If I'm holding this glass today, there is some uniqueness here. Okay, Saranan, how do you explore your creativity in site design? I'm sorry, can you explain that question again? I don't think I understood. I mean, sites are great places. There is so much engagement, activity, the craftsmen who are working, the workers, how they have these little jugars of, making things work for them. There is creativity there. You need to find that it's what your eye is telling you. It's what your mind is telling you. Hi, Santosh. Okay. Okay, 1272. I am student of standard 12th. I want to pursue a bachelor's in architecture. What should be my approach to architecture brand? Very good to start thinking like this at this stage. I would say document your journey of being a student. That documentation will help you the minute you graduate or even before that. If you have a portfolio, you can do internships in your first year, second year, so on and so forth. And that experience will really help you. So, like I was mentioning earlier, have a travel journal, document what you see, what you feel about your engagement with the built environment, and that should help you make your own brand. I'm glad, Chopi Gal, that what I've been saying has helped you. Tina, how is real estate an option for pursuing masters after architecture? Great option. There is just so much happening. Developing economy, developed economy, crashing economy. Real estate is still there. This is it's also what we all thrive on. So go ahead. As long as it rocks your boat, please go ahead. Sand.j, does choosing a city to practice matter? If yes, which city district in India is favorable for starting new? I don't really think city matters. But yes, from what I hear and what I read is that the tier 2 towns have a lot of development going on. There's a lot of infrastructure. The economies were until a few months back, the economies were thriving. So there was a lot of potential to find work. There's a lot of focus on built environment, whether it's infrastructure, roads, houses, homes, housings, schools. There's a lot of potential. So yeah, tier 2 cities could be very useful. Purva, what would you suggest for architectural journalism? So I love this question. I'm sorry, I'm going to take 5 minutes and talk about it. Architectural journalism is a fabulous field. We all need journalists. But where do we find jobs for architectural journalism? I think what typically happens is that anybody who wants to pursue architectural journalism assumes that the only sort of job profile that they'll have is a magazine. And unfortunately, that's not true. Architectural journalism is a lot about... there's a difference between being an architectural critic and an architectural journalist. A journalist is responsible for curating and documenting the content. So if you want to be an architectural journalist, work with any architectural practice and write about the buildings that they make, right? So I think typically, and the traditional sort of perception of architectural journalism needs to change. Journalism is not just about sitting at one end and saying, oh yes, great. I mean, of course you could be doing that, and that is one domain that you could explore in architectural journalism. But there are many other domains. There are a lot of digital websites, platforms that need content. So your job, your role in architectural journalism would be more focused on content rather than critique. I think if you approach it like that, then there is a whole world out there waiting for you. Nisha, do you think creating a marketing plan, architects should focus on their design and learning? Because if an architect is doing a fantastic job, his work will speak for himself. No, his work in today, I'm sorry, but your work will not speak for itself, because in today's world where there are 800 architecture colleges in India only and X many number of students graduating, how does your work distinguish itself from others? Where is it talking for itself? How does a house in B block of one colony in one city get visible to the X many clients who also want to build homes, right? So yes, you may be doing a fantastic job, but how will your work be out there? How do other clients find you? So in your marketing plan, you need to not only have your design and learning. I mean, you have to have a plan, because you still need to talk about your work. Also, clients today are very, very evolved, right? They have a bunch of people to choose from. So, and they all go shopping. I'm sorry, but that is the reality, right? So how do you distinguish yourself from others? Everybody as an architect, I actually firmly believe that there is no really star project. Yes, there are good projects and bad projects, but every building is good. Every designer has had a story. You need to communicate your story. So yes, please focus on design and learning both. YM Designs, what are your suggestions for a new person in the business? Thanks for all the suggestions. Well, I've given quite a few. For a new person, I think avoid the cynicism. We all tend to become cynical. There will be that one client who did not pay you, was unhappy with the job, and maybe as a designer we made a blunder, right? We're all humans after all. I would say let the cynicism pass. It's fine. We're all humans after all. So allow for mistakes to happen, and that's the only way one can grow. As a startup, Prajakta, as a startup, we have mixed projects: commercial, residential, and institutional. Thank you for bringing this question back again. How do we zero it down to identity? I think the approach that you have towards these different domains of architecture is what attributes to your identity, right? Like we were talking about earlier, if your intent is to shape communities, then you're shaping communities in a school campus, you're shaping communities in a housing campus, you are also shaping communities at the workplace or in a commercial sort of, where different people from different backgrounds or work offices are coming together, or it's a mixed use development. You are still shaping communities, because it is all about people coming together. So identify what your USP and what your approach is. I think that is quite important. Ma'am, what is your view about architecture? I love it on certain days and I hate it on certain days. I'm sorry. I can't live without it as well. I think this is what I do. I think architecture is not a profession. It is not a job for me. For me, it's a way of life. It's not isolated from the food I cook, the house I live in, the school that my son goes to, the conversation that I have with my 5-year-old. Architecture is a part of everything, So it's what you think, really. As a designer, it's not that we go and we build architecture and we come back and we sleep on our beds. It inhabits our life completely. Karthik, I'm a third year student. I've started practicing from second year, and that's good that I'm learning a lot. What is your point of? That's great. I think the more internships you do, the more work you get. If you can get small projects while you're still studying, it's a very good attitude. Yes, but don't get cynical. As a young person, I think it's, as long as we believe that there is something new to learn every day, we're good to go. I mean, these times have taught me that there is so much to do. In times when print media is literally dying, I know there is something new to learn for me every day. And I know I don't know enough. So just keep learning. That's more important. Kritika, how to begin my professional practice in architectural journalism? By writing, by having a blog, by having a LinkedIn profile. Reach out, make a list of all the magazines or media houses, if that's the sort of work that you want to do. If, like I said earlier, you approach it from a curation and from a writing content perspective, all the architectural practices are waiting for you. They want somebody to write. So pick up the 10 practices that you would like to work with and write for, and start from there. We always need writers, so yeah, you could always send in a CV as well. Rishabh, how do you determine which domain in architecture you want to focus and go ahead as you normally do all types of projects? So I think for a lot of people the process is organic, right? You start with a home and you continue to do homes. For a lot of people, as they grow in their practice, it's the sort of marketing plan that you make. It's also the expertise that you have in-house, right? The bandwidth to be able to do a project. Everybody cannot do an institutional project. So I think we should be more honest about who we are and what we want to do, right? In the early years of practice, it's very important to explore everything, to expose yourself to all the work that you get to do, and then start sort of making your own niche in building down to, okay, that this is what I want to do. And who knows, right? You may be still doing 3 domains. What maybe, I mean, look at Foster's, right? Norman Foster. I mean, their expertise list is huge. But what stands out is the way that they approach each project. Look at Gensler. They do a lot of work, but their niche and their focus area is workspaces. So, I mean, that's what they have figured out. Look at SOM. They, from an airport to products, they do everything, right? So it's you don't really need to determine anything. I think it's as long as you allow yourself to grow and to experience that organic sort of evolution, you'll figure it out. What is more important, like I was saying, is to be creative, do good work, focus on doing a good job. Pavan, is there any chances to explore in olden architecture, temple architecture? Yes, people are still building temples. There are enough projects out there. I think Space Matters and Sameer Padora both have done 2 very nice temple projects. Anubhav, what should an intern do? Work and learn as much as possible. As much as possible. Do something more with your internship. Don't make your internship report to be a regular report that you just have to submit. Be innovative, be creative about it. You can, make a video of your every day of the 6 months. Do something different. Kunal Shah, which architecture magazine do you suggest? Oh my God, there are hardly any left now. And a lot of them have gone digital. All are good. Like I said, I don't look at it from a critique perspective. I look at it as journalism. It's something one of my ex-bosses said once. He's the editor of a very old architectural magazine, and I don't think I can ever forget his words. He said that, it's as a magazine or as a journal, it's not our job to critique. Our job is to document, curate, and put the best foot out there. Ideas Arcade. Are architects open to working with new teams? Absolutely. I don't think anybody would say no to that. Ashish Bhatia, how to grab new projects? Ashish, I think I've addressed this question earlier as well. Put yourself out there, put your work out there. Don't assume that people will just find you. People are too busy. And there are enough other people who are putting their work out there. So you need to be sort of just talking about your work. We call it talking architecture. Smarty Pants, what is India's take on architectural journalism? How do you pursue it after graduation? I don't know if I'm informed enough, but take it with a pinch of salt. I don't know if there are full-time programs. I think there are a couple, actually. Some design schools have started offering it as a course, so you could pursue a course if need be. But I think there's a lot of potential. Indian architects really want to write. I think in the last decade or so, they have started to write a lot more about the work that they do. So there's a lot of room, and there's a lot of good writing that is coming out, actually. So I think start reading and start writing. And like I said earlier, you can figure out what approach you want to take. You want to go work for a research organization, or you want to work for a magazine, or you want to work for a practice where there's still enough writing to do. Pramod, what is your view on architectural practice after lockdown? I'm sorry, I'm still figuring out. Most of our clients are still figuring it out. It has impacted the real estate industry, but like every other time, I think we will bounce back. And it's more important to look at the bigger picture, to not stop, to not be bogged down by what is happening around us, and just keep going. That's more important. Smith, what's your advice on young architects who are planning to start their firm? I think I addressed this question earlier. Just like I said, go all out there, make a plan, put your work out there on social media. What is your view of starting practice from second year, as I've done? Great. I told you it's the best thing you can do for yourself. Prateek, being an architect in a firm, how can I promote my work and create a platform for my practice? Good question, Prateek. So you are obviously employed with another firm, but you can still focus on building your own brand. A very good tool for that is LinkedIn. Start writing about the work that you do. I'm sure you go to sites, you take pictures, the projects that you're working on, talk about your projects. but do recognize that the projects are another firm's owner. Another firm is the owner of these projects, the copyright owner. So please give credit where it's due. You take prior permissions if possible from the principals or the marketing team of the firm, if there is any. Talk about the work. What you're doing is you are talking about your 2 bits in that practice, what you contribute, where you add value, what is your approach. For example, if you have worked on a little aquarium in a house or a big aquarium in a house, how you approached that little design project in the larger scheme of things is what you should talk about. There is enough story in what you do every day as an architect, no matter where you are. Talk about that story. Ritika, what is the best way to reach the right clients? Can you give one example? Okay, yes, I can. Let's say you're looking at housing clients. If you want to get housing projects, most housing projects are built by developers. So, yes, make a list of developers. Try reaching out to them. Try figuring out what the developers read, what are the magazines they read, what is the media that they watch, what are the YouTube channels that they watch. In the absence of any direct marketing activities, you can look at just being where they are. I hope that helps. Anubha, what are the firms looking from an intern? How to apply for an internship? Don't send a regular internship application to every firm. Figure out the 10 firms you want to work for. Make an application that is suited to that firm. Showcase your strengths, your weaknesses. Be original, be innovative. Let it be about you. If you think a video will help you, showcase your work, make a video. If you think a WhatsApp portfolio will help, make an e-portfolio. If you really believe in saving paper, then don't print your application form and send them 10 applications. Just like I said, identify the 2 or 3 things that make you who you are, and showcase that in your portfolio, in your internship application. Keshav, yes, I'm glad this is useful for you. Lighting McKing, what are crazy activities that can add in a resume? I think innovation has no bounds. You can do whatever you want. Just choosing a city. Okay, I've done this earlier. Can you make this live available offline? I missed the initial bit. Harini, it will be available online. I think it's available for 24 hours. And we'll see if we can sort of put it on our page as well. Good afternoon, BPS architects. Thank you for watching. Yogesh, clients do not have great thoughts. How to convince them to create a good thing? Educating clients one is that it's not necessary that we always know what is right. At the end of the day, they are the clients. You need to address what their needs are. And sometimes it is about bringing in research and adding value to convey what you're trying to say. It cannot be that, I'm the architect, I know what I'm saying, and hence you listen to me. I think those times are over. We're really not, we're not living in the times of the master architect where the client says, okay, do what you want and we'll go ahead. So, it's okay to share your process. Share the way you think, the way you have gone through this journey of design evolution. I think that is something that helps clients a lot. Aishwarya, what's that factor in a portfolio that impresses you? Innovation, good language, well-written, a well-written covering letter, something that makes me happy. Meera, do you regret at something that you feel you would have learned during college days? I think I could have read a lot more. I did read a lot. I think I could have read a lot more, and maybe I should have paid more attention in my building construction classes. Okay. Which magazine? I've addressed this. What is the best way to reach out? BPS. Thank you. Have you ever landed a client through social media? Yes, I have. We have landed clients through Instagram, through Facebook, and through LinkedIn. So yes, it works. We have enough clients who tell us that they have landed work through events, through lectures, through PR, through all of these tools. So I am quite convinced that this works. I wish I could just put it down one day. I don't have the time to do it, but someday I hope to make a book and write about how clients have acquired work through what we do. Hi, She from Malaysia. Good to speak to you. It's Prateek. Being a junior architect, how can I promote myself on social media? We spoke about it earlier. You talk about what you do in the firm. You talk about how you add value to the work that you do. Prithvi Raj, how to create own brand in architecture. Well, this is what the entire conversation was all about. You can go back and see it again in case you missed it. Sheikh Ali, schools are must into book world later. Practice is another planet. It takes time to adjust. I agree. I think they don't teach you anything about practice in college. I wish they taught us a little more. Thank you, Design Cradle. Prajakta, how important is website branding compared to Facebook, Instagram, which are more intent? I think website is more important. At the end of the day, people will still find you on Google. You're a client, a prospective client who is 50 years old, wants to design an office, is probably not on Instagram. It depends who you're targeting. If you are targeting a potential client who's looking to build a home, and the woman in the family is scouting for architects, she may be on Instagram or Facebook, but somebody else may not be. So you need to cover ground everywhere today, right? Trends come and go, websites stay. It's also they are representative of who your brand is. So you need to have a website. How can I pass GRE and TOEFL? Amna, you need to study for it. I think they change the format every year. You just need to figure out the format and go ahead. Pavan, any chances to explore? I've addressed this earlier. Sorry. Yash Vora, scope for urban design to choose in masters. It's great potential. I think there's a lot of urban design work that our cities need today, so please go ahead, yes, explore it. Sri Lakshmi, I've spoken about architectural journalism earlier. You may want to go back and relook at it. I'm running out of time. I have about 8 minutes, so I'll try and do my best to cover all questions. Else you can message later or do watch it again if it helps. Chirpy Gal, I'm going to start my firm soon. We'll focus on residential project. Any advice? Look at house.com. Have presence there. I know a lot of people who get enough good work from just house.com. And document, another tip, document your work while you're doing your first project. Most young people make that mistake of not documenting their work, and 3 years later they realize, oh my god, I'm ready for a website, but I don't have anything to put up there. So please document your work all through. You don't need a website you may choose to not have a website on the first day, but someday you will. So documentation, most important. Nikita, do these design management courses really help with establishing one's practice or create connections? I think education can never not be useful. So I firmly believe that education is what can really help you. So I'm sure these courses help. It's what you are expecting from the course, and it's what you make of the program. Choose a program because you think this is where every subject there is something that you would love to study about, right? Your time spent in your masters is a lot, right? It's a year or 2 years of your life. You should love it. Redhead, will our field flourish because of Corona? Will people invest in concrete now? May not flourish for a while. Yes, people will not have the money to build maybe, but at some point, yes. But I think what is more important is the sort of lifestyle choices that we'll make. Our field, our domain of architecture needs to become a little more responsible. We're looking at how we live. We're looking at how we design our homes. We're looking at how we design our offices. I mean, today the most important thing that everybody is discussing on media is how do you have a space in your own house, which is a workspace, something we had never accounted for earlier, right? So, yes, we need to think, we need to rethink. If we want to flourish, we need to rethink the way we design. Kritika, travel journals, good idea. Yes, please do it. It's an exercise. Lavina, save this live, please. Yes, we are going to save it. Yes. Okay, I think we are done with most questions. Shaykh Ali, competition will be more for firms according to new Architecture Act. Yes, I'm not going to comment too much on that. I think this conversation is not for this platform. How to stay focused and motivated throughout the undergrad course. Keep learning, focus on learning, find joy in what you do. You've chosen the program, right? Nobody's forced you to do it. You don't need somebody else to come and motivate you. Yes, there are good days and bad days, but I think motivation and focus comes from discipline. Aarti, share your views on urban design realm and scope. Like I said, our cities could be better places. We need urban designers. We need people to think about urban design to begin with. Harini, yes, the live session will be available. Kritika, I've answered your question. Honey, architecture as a profession, is that a good idea? Yes, absolutely. Why not? Piyush, what is the scope in transport design in masters? Yes, I think, like I said, cities are being looked at. Everybody around the world is looking at the way we live, the way we move. Mobility is crucial. There's a lot of potential. There are entire ministries and organizations that are working on transport. So yeah, there's a lot of potential. Siban, how can we overcome the coming economic crisis in the field of interior design? By using this time well, by using this time to go back and look at the way we approach our design, look at the way we document our work, look at the way we put our work out there. It's very important. Ad cool, would a client select a better design or a better brand whose design? Well, clients will almost always choose the better design. But yes, sometimes when brands become bigger, right, the credibility is what one looks for. So it is important that you do your job in creating a good design, but you also establish credibility. I think it's not one versus the other. Both are equally important. Mohit, what is your view on combining architectural practice with builders, civil and real estate? I don't know what that question means. I think builders also hire architects. So there is a combination. Real estate developers also they have in-house architectural teams, or they hire architects. So I think I don't understand. Sorry, you will have to repeat. How to make design low cost? There are enough references to look at. There are enough good architects who've done work in this domain. So please look at their work. Unfortunately, I don't practice. I cannot give you good insight on that. Enticing Decor, thanks for the chat. What are your thoughts on virtual interior architecture? Do you think people will trust the virtual part in interior design? Absolutely, there is no other way option. I think what the virtual world, virtual reality, technology, I think these are tools to help us. Why will people resist it? If they have resisted in the past, it's just because there was something new. I think today's times have sort of changed the norms of how we live, how we work, and how we operate. So that's not a problem. Zarina, what should one most need to start interior firm? Good design intent and the willingness to work, and start putting your work out there. Talk to people. Sitting in a closed room, waiting for the right project to land up is not going to happen, right? It's not going to happen. You have to be out there. Kabilesh, I've completed my BCom. I would like to do interior design. Can you tell me which place will be good? There are many places. There are enough design schools. I don't know what part of India you're writing from. There are enough design schools. You can go ahead and do you can find a good program. Harshit, may I know your view on home automation and architecture? Yeah, automation is here to make our life easier. If you can afford it, if it helps, if it fits in with your design, go ahead, use it. Can you talk about extreme architecture? I'm sorry, I don't know what you mean. Maybe I'm not that informed. Harini, how to put yourself out there when you are just starting off after graduating? We've discussed this earlier. Please go back and watch this again. How does one select between job and MArch? Like I said earlier, practice first. Figure out what you want to do your masters in, then go all out. Vivek, is there a best medium or way to convey your story? No, you decide your medium, you pick your tool. For somebody a sketch may work, for another person a piece of text may work, for another person, and for somebody else a video will work. You need to pick your tool. Arpit, how thesis topic governs our start in this field? Yes, it helps. My thesis topic was a museum. I actually wanted to build museums. So the choice of firm that I picked a firm for my internship, and later on, because that firm did museums. So yes, it really helps in sort of, in your career trajectory. Prateek, being a junior architect, yes, I've done this. And Pramod, how to create brand in architecture. I also think we're running out of time. We've spoken most of the questions. Are there any job opportunities in the government? Yes, there are enough. Uh, how important are websites for Suneet? How important are websites for young architects? How can I build my own website? There are Wix is a very easy platform. WordPress is a very easy platform. These are literally, you can start a website today. So explore them. First, figure out what is it that you want your website to say. Like I mentioned earlier, websites are the first landing point for somebody to find you. So have web presence. That's crucial. If you need help with Wix, WordPress, just send us a text. We'll help you out. We're here for this. How to survive while studying architecture? Oh yeah, it's hard. I know it's really hard, but it's a lot of fun. So I wouldn't complain. Budding and upcoming concepts and styles. I'm sorry, I don't believe in concepts and styles. Like I said, it's a unique story. You have your own style. I'll have my own. Afsar, what is your take on one working for MNCs, consultancies, to be working for a star architect and start your own? You pick a firm whose work resonates with you, right? Somewhere where you will learn a lot, where you know that you will add value and you will get to learn. I think as young people, we make that mistake of treating a job like a job, right? I think as much as, like in our organization, as much as people learn from us, we also learn from the team that we have. And I think that's up to you, right? You make the best of your experience. So pick a firm whose work you really admire, not because all your friends are going to work there. It may not be the best option for you. You pick what works for you. Okay, Zarina, other than social websites, how can we boost up to catch the projects? Go, like I said, talk to people, to your friends, extended family, extended friends. It's okay to go to a party and say that, you know what, I work as an architect. I have my own little practice. I'm a one-man team, but this is what I do. And somebody will give you a project at some point. Don't be shy about it. Stripes of Blue, how to start a career in communications and marketing. I'm a junior architect. You. We're looking for people always. Otherwise, all architecture firms, all big firms at least, are looking for people. You could always start in an in-house marketing team. Saloni, what is trending and sensitive thesis topics? Do what gives you joy. I mean, really, this is not the right platform for it. I'm sorry. You can send me a message later. I'll help you. I'm really passionate about education. So yes, if anybody needs help with thesis topics or whatever, I'll help you at a personal level. I'm here to only talk about branding. So do you think, Sai, do you think architecture and interior design photography is given importance? More than what it was earlier, but it should be given more importance. Yeah. Are there any specific programs you'd suggest? There are way too many that exist globally. You pick what works for you. And every year there's a new program in design. So pick. Lindsay, I enjoy resort designing and philanthropy projects, 2 different domains. How do you suggest I focus on the approach and identity? Philanthropy can be a CSR initiative. You could always put it out on your website or in your portfolio as a CSR initiative. It's also voluntary. It shows good intent. So it's a good balance with the luxury resort work that you would do otherwise. So please include it in your identity. Pramod, I've already addressed the questions. Okay, I think I'm mostly done. If there is anything else, otherwise architecture chat is going to hold me up and say that why have you taken so long. So if there's anything else, happy to answer it on email or send me an Instagram message. I hope this was useful. We'll be running a few of these on the Epistle platform as well. So if there's anything particular you want us to talk about, do send us a message. And thank you for listening. Thank you for watching me for an hour talking architecture. Thanks.